Derek with ADI, and we're going to go over the closing end of day procedures. To close the end of day, you're going to log into the system. Now, if you're using Mercury payment systems, you can do this from any system. If you're using a different credit card processor, for some of these steps you'll need to be located on the base station. So in most cases, probably you're going to want to make your way to the base station. So you'll log in, and once you've logged in to the machine, you'll go ahead and we're going to go to Options, Admin, and we'll go to the Establishment tab over here on the left hand side. Now we basically have three steps that we need to complete to close the end of the day. We have the posting of the credit cards, the batch close settle, and the close end of day. Those are the three steps that will need to be completed in order to close the restaurant. Now, before you do these steps, there are some things that you want to consider. The posting and batching of the credit cards is what will go out and actually finalize your credit card transactions with the credit card company. It's pretty important here to make sure that you have all of your credit card tips entered correctly. If you're missing any credit card tips, you will not be able to post the credit cards. It will fail and you will get an error message. If you have a tip in there that is inaccurate, maybe somebody actually put in a $50 tip instead of a $5 tip, that tip will be sent out to the credit card company and be a lot harder to get that back. So oftentimes it's a good idea to run what is known as the credit card tip report, which you can find under reports here at the bottom. And a lot of times we save it in favorites. You'll see the credit card tip report. If you can't find it there, you can always go into the credit card tab and you'll see the credit card tip report right here. By running this, you can just double check and see all the credit card tips that you've done for the evening, see if everything has been entered in correctly. If we go ahead and run this, we can see, and we will see that all tips have been entered in correctly, it appears. So we will close that, close this. We can also go back to the speed screen, press payments here and adjust tips in the top right. And we'll see that we have all of our credit card transactions here. We'll see one is missing a tip, so we need to make sure we have a tip assigned to this. We'll assign the tip, press save, and go back to the speed screen here. And now we can just simply press Options, Admin, and get back to where we were. We've checked on the credit cards. Everything appears to be okay. So now we can go ahead and post the credit cards. Sure you want to post all tips. This is going to go through each transaction. On average, it'll take about 2 seconds per transaction. So you have 4 transactions have been posted. Now we can go ahead and close our credit card batch. Are we sure? We will say yes. Batch was successfully settled. Now we're going to go ahead and do the close end of day. The close end of day is a report grouping which will go ahead and generate your Z report and bring your system business day to a close and open it up to start a new business day. So in order to do the close end of day, you have to make sure that all tabs are closed within the system. So we will go ahead back to our speed screen. We'll see that we do still have a couple tabs open here. So if it was a normal restaurant business day, you're going to want to wait until everything is done before you run your Z report or your close end of day. But here, just for testing and demonstrational purposes, I'm going to go ahead and just combine and close all these tabs here all at once. So we will close all the tabs. Now that all tabs have been closed in the system, we can go back up to Administrator, press Establishment tab on the left side, and we can do our close end of day. This is the final step in closing your restaurant for the end of the day. We'll just go ahead and do this. This will clear all of our station totals to history and generate our Z report here for us. It will give you a message if you have any employees that are still clocked in. We can always go over later also showing you how to adjust those time clock entries, but it will not automatically clock them out for you. So now it's going to go ahead and generate our Z report. That Z report is going to print out for you on your printer, and your business has been closed for the day and automatically reopened for the next day. And the next day, whenever you come in, you can come in and carry about your operations normally.